What's going on, guys? So, if the intro to this video looks strangely familiar, it's because you already watched the combination video of the 5 figures here from the Big Firebird build Magic Engine series. So, why am I doing this again? Because that is a combination team all on their own. And that's something no instructions show you. Let's get into it. Okay, so we're going to start with these girls. And yeah. So realistically, for the extra accessories and stuff, you're going to want to take their kind of plain mode thing here, kind of fold it in and over itself. And that, well, I had to discover was actually treated as a shield. So you could do it either that way, or you can bring this inside, do it that way. Either way, this is slightly more solid, though it doesn't matter. And then you take the little, like, fairy butterfly thingy-do, and basically you're just going to insert it into there, and then in combine mode, they'll just hold it by that rod as a shield. So, no big deal, but just something that happens. Looking at the instructions, I don't think it matters what hands I use. I don't think it'll matter, but if Pinky if her hands get in the way, we'll find out. So we're going to start with Bluey here because she's annoying and her arm's going to pop off. So let's extend the shoulder fluffers here. And basically we're going to kind of just get her into combine mode. It is super easy to just go ahead and remove the hands. You're not supposed to, but it's easy to do so. This part will rotate 180 degrees this way, and then you want to bend at the elbow and push that in, so that's what we're looking at. So let's try that on the arm that's still attached. So straighten out her forearm, rotate that around, bend at the elbow, push that in, and see how that just sort of snug fits together. That's what we're looking for. So let's see if we can get her arm to frickin' stay on. It's like just that peg that holds it on. It's just barely wrong. Okay. We want to rotate the lower body 180 degrees. Just flip her around at the belly so that we get all of this mess happening here. And then this is where we have to attach the extra parts, which are these thingies, which, you know, in and of themselves look like snowshoes. So, like, I don't think it's a mistake that they happen to look like a foot. So it almost looks like that in and of itself should be a thing. So this needs to hook back here inside that spot. Sorry, I had it upside down. That part needs to hook back in there. So it fits over her face kind of like a CPAP machine. Like a CPAP mask. If you know, you know. Okay, so the arms we want to pull forward. And we got the hole there. Going to plug in to there. And this is usually where that forearm wants to let go because the shoulders are so freaking tight. This is where I also say I'm not sure the hands matter at all to the transformation, but we'll find out when we get to Pinky. Also, I just want to call her Pinkie Pie, but I know that's actually a My Little Pony reference. And I hate that I know that, but, you know, sometimes you just have to know things when you're part of nerd culture. Okay, so once again, we're going similar to vehicle mode, but not the same. So basically, we've got this section up here. I think we're pretty much set. Kind of just tilt this like that, and then we want the kneecap part to come up like so. And then all of that can just, whoa, is that supposed to come apart? I don't remember. Or is it only for See, that would have made more sense. I forgot it was pegged into their back whenever I was setting them up for bot mode. That was my bad. We need to do the legs, so we need this part to flip up, like so, and then these need to rotate around and plug in to there. This is where having everybody in the right position is going to make a difference. So if I messed anything up, we'll find out. Okay. So that's that. So that gives us the heel here. So the main difference between this and vehicle mode is how you fold the legs. For vehicle mode, you have them folded up the other way. For this mode, you're basically doing this, for lack of a better description of how to do it. It's basically that. Same thing. Up and back, ankles tucked away. So, like, ultimately, like, if they really wanted to streamline this figure, it would be remove the legs for transformation. Like, that would be my ultimate goal, I would think. Like, these are just there. They're just kind of pointless. And then, just like the actual feet themselves, you know, pretty damn pointless. But there we go. There's the legs transformed properly. Only thing I need to know is which one's on which side. I think it's like this. Cool. Cool. Okay, so for this alternate combined form, we have our girl Scarlet Sonic in this mode. So let's go ahead and pop her hands off. Just yoink them. And go ahead and flip the exhaust pipes around like we're going to bike mode. Like so. And then we're going to turn her arms kind of around, away. This part is kind of like, once we get to the fully combined part, this is where it's going to have to change a bit. Oh yeah, that's right. We want to rotate the head 180 degrees. I always forget that part. So in a way, we are going into her vehicle mode to a degree. And the thing about her shoulders, you need them to get some of the articulation, but you have to do so much to get it to rotate the right way. It's really, honestly annoying. So, like, even here, I don't have them equal, but they're close. And they're each individually on ball joints, which is also annoying. So, the thing that's going to separate this transformation from the main one, also, I'm going to brighten this up a little bit. I forgot how dark she gets. Is we're actually going to take her legs off. Yeah, I know. Strange. I don't even think we have to mess with her hips at all. We can just kind of leave them alone. Like that. And we're going to be basically like this. But with her legs, we're going to utilize these weird secret hidden hands that I pointed out during the original review. So rotate the wheel all the way around so that you can get it out. And so that's going to be her left hand. And get a little elbow action here. And I think what we want to do is rotate this around like it's bike mode. So it just adds like kind of a look there. I think that's, I mean, there's no instructions for this at all. I'm just going by how it should look. Once again, rotate the wheel to get the hand out. And this is her right hand. And once again, rotate this around, lay it flat, tuck that up in it like that, because I think that just looks cool. And that's pretty much it for her transformation. There will be some finagling a little bit just to make sure everything fits properly, because the other one that's going to be a major difference will be our Thunderlight girl. I'm pushing these shoulders all the way back, really kind of get these exhaust pipes back here. And get the hair up as good as I can too. Okay. So, we're going to set this aside and work on Thunderlight. Alright, so now it's Thunderlight time. And her transformation is going to be somewhat similar, because the legs are still used as, well, legs. So that part's a given. Just gotta remember, gotta member berry from the instructions here. So we want the, oh, basically how I had it actually. So essentially you want her feet kind of lined up the way her feet were. So you want these up, but the thing is you want the toes pointed down. The hands, we're going to go ahead and swap out for these hands. Gotta make sure I get the right one here. Yep. Because we need her big fake booty. So the funny part is that she has a big fake booty, and we need to have that installed to get combine mode out. So we're going to do is pull the shoulders back, arms down, swivel this forward, and tab that onto there. Kind of like that number, although we might want to move the elbows around. So these will tab into one another. Hold on, is there a specific way to do that? I'm trying to see here. Oh, the elbows go inward. Yeah, okay, so the white parts need to face out. Okay, so hold on. Let me untab that and fix it. Because I was getting there. It's just I had the arm rotated wrong. So you need the hands like this. And the elbows go in. So that way you get them back and down. That's what we want. Okay. So now tab those together to make the fake booty, which is always hilarious. And then tab this over here. And tab this over here. And by the way, that's where the stress marks are on mine. In just those foldy over parts for the booty. So we just make sure that we get that as tight as possible, though for some reason it does not want to go. It was fine before. Why are you fighting me now? That scared me. That scared me a lot. Okay, so I spun the elbow around completely. That was dumb. Okay. So it's like the pressure needed to hold that elbow in place. Is there a tab thing there? Oh, there is. There's a tab that sets it into the side skirt there. Okay, I see. I didn't even notice that before. Okay, so now that's in there. Alright, so for the other transformation, it has you remove these parts. In this transformation, we don't. We don't even take the head off or anything. Okay, so this is something I had to determine on my own. There were no instructions for this. So we do want to untab her boobs, as it were. Just sometimes not the easiest thing to do. So untab it, swing these things out of the way. The little armatures that the boobies are on. Little boob arms, as they were. Okay, so we want to hide the face, just like we do in vehicle mode. Like so. And then we're going to have to do some maneuvering with the neck, but we're going to have to swing that yellow piece out. I need a spooger, just right here. So spudger's in the way. So we need to swing that up. We also need to push the pink piece up and out, so all that has to kind of come together. If you get the yellow part out, the pink piece tends to come with it, but you can't get one to stay up without the other. So just that. Okay, so we want this tab to come back, and her head, damn it, it's basically going to come down like this. I wish more things would lock into place and make my life easy. So we need to utilize these pieces here. We're going to bring them down, and they're going to come right here. And you can probably already see where we're going a little bit. And then the former boob pieces need to come up, and we'll go under there and tab into there. Kind of. It's getting the right position on it is actually the hard part, because it might not go right. And then the face keeps pushing the other part out of the way. So let me finagle this a minute. Here we go. Because this joint is also really tight, so you just have to kind of work with it just a little bit, get it to turn. You want that to go up and in. And what we're going to end up with is basically another set of boobs. So the other thing we want to do is we want to come back here and flip out these pegs. So the entire time I've owned this, I was sitting here trying to figure out how and why the hell there were extra pegs there. Now we also end up with this peg now sticking up and out. We take these hands, put them out of the way. Oh, something I forgot. I apologize. Okay, so we need this part, but I thought it was going to go here. Sorry. It can go there, but that's not what it's for. I forgot. So this is actually going to go right here. Not going to push it on all the way just because we might need a little more movement. All right. So that is all of them prepped at this point. So let's bring everybody out. All right. So we've got Pinky and Bluey, we've got Yellow, and we've got Scarlet Girl over there. So we're going to need to go ahead and attach the legs, which I think is both easy and or terrifying. So these toes are going to go into that slot, and that tab, or that's going to hopefully latch under that tab. That's the theory anyways. In theory, that's what it's supposed to do. But as usual with this set, it doesn't matter what you want to do, it will in fact just do whatever the hell it wants. See, like now that won't even move up. There we go. So get that in there, and then that yellow piece is supposed to tuck up in there and tab into place, and frankly it is not doing that. And her fucking arm popped off again. Getting that to tab into the yellow piece doesn't really seem feasible at this particular juncture, especially when I do that number. Just pull it all apart. Okay, so let's get that up under there as best we can. And as usual, fuck a whole lot of things doing what they're supposed to do. Right? Right. So these are meant to be split out just a little, but of course that's always got to pop off because fuck me, right? Yep, there that goes again. I'm telling you guys, quality is not the name of this company. Okay, so we got one leg somewhat attached. Let's see if we can get the other one close enough, in theory, to the same combination level. There went her goddamn arm again. Okay. So that is supposed to tuck up in there and do that. Oh, wait. What just happened? Something worked. It would almost be easier to attach that before I attach it to their body. I think in the future, I'm just going to glue this fucking arm on. So I actually got that to sit down lower. That's impressive. Hold on. See if I can do it over here. I did something. Something worked to my advantage all of a sudden. And it's like the other side snuck up under there and did exactly what it was supposed to do all of a sudden. Oh, wait. That did it. That locked it in place. Cool. Fuck it. Hate them. So once again, we can just do whatever you want with the knee pads. You can have them up or not. That's up to you. It's kind of a decorative thing. It's also kind of hiding shit, as it were. And by the way, I still don't have a name for this combine mode, or any combine mode. This is the alternate one that I discovered. That's only the 4-part combiner. And by the way, they don't talk about it. It's only part of like the so-called anime or whatever it comes from. And I found this image here is the only reason I know this is a thing that exists at all. And that's crazy. And there's no instructions on how to combine these into that form. So I figured this out just by how they move and where things look like they should go. I had to basically intuit the shit. Okay, so I need the yellow to stay up with the fucking thing. It's just being annoying. Okay, so let's combine the red girl here. Come up a little bit more. And yeah, the boob is going to keep fighting me. It's just there's tension. Nothing fits the way it should. There's always going to be tension. So that's good. All right, so this is the right arm. So this will plug in right here. Once again, not in the instructions. Had to figure this out. So that's why I'm glad that I'm showing you guys. Just got to kind of hold everything together if you're going to move stuff. Other arm. So I always wondered why her legs came off so easy. I thought that was just a design fault. I didn't realize it was a feature, not a bug. And then once again, you can do whatever you want with these arms. I mean, if you want her to have like really big back armor pieces, you can do that too. Or back of the arm pieces, however you want to call it. I mean, you can rotate these back, you know, like they were, you know, for her knees. But it is what it is. You can leave these down for more of a cuff. That's why I was thinking, like, it made more sense to do this the motorcycle way. You know, tab these together so it looks like a sleeve. You know, like that. Utilize those elbows a little bit. Okay, either way. Last piece. We need the head. And utilizing the thing there to that post there, we can plug this in. And we will determine how fucked everything is. So here's the problem, is that you kind of have to get the head back and down. And you need this section to tilt backwards as well. So like that. But now I pinched the boob under here, and that's not good. So we'll want the boob back. The boob back better plan here. Once again, doing the best I can. Even the normal version of this combiner is a pain in the ass to make happen. So doing an alt mode that has 0 instructions, difficult. Now, it wasn't this difficult when I did it the first time, when I figured it out. So it's just being difficult for the sake of it. So kind of twist her on there. I guess tuck that down then, because that was okay. Yeah, I put it up before, but I guess tuck it back, it makes more sense. And then her body is just chilling out back here, and then you have the exhaust pipes to do whatever exhaust pipes are going to do back here. And boom, there we go. There is the alternate combined form. And in reality, like, this was like their main form from what I could see, at least from the animations that I could see. So they're meant to combine this way, and then I guess Scarlet Dragon comes along as a power-up. So yeah, you can still move her head a little bit. You know, you've got elbow movement there. The legs technically move, but good God, you know, you get knee movement here, but don't bother doing it any other way. You still get the hip movement from her, but these things don't peg in worth a damn. And by the way, those feet, those super, super tiny Tiny heels will barely keep her up. So this one is strange, and I could see why they gave us the other one, because the arms are small and the head looks huge. So it's kind of funny. And the other thing is, like, her backpack, or she just doesn't disappear as the backpack. It's just kind of part of it. So still very cool, though. These hands don't hold on to anything. If you want, you can put some of the effect parts back here on the exhaust pipes and stuff. But for the most part, there's this mode. So I've got to get that as an actual image here in a second. And I wish I could do a side-by-side. I don't have a good way to do that. You know, I can get a picture of each and then do it that way, but that's going to be like the only way I can do it. I like the hands, but once again, they're like too small. Like, what were they thinking there? Okay, so hold on. Actually, let's bring that all the way back. Same thing with this part. Bring it all the way back, at least as far back as we can. See, once again, I just don't know what these are meant to do or how they're supposed to sit. They're just kind of here. So, I mean, I liked this look, but it's not going to stay. So, I don't know if I could technically get her in a dynamic pose, but we can try. Her/them. And then, like, turn the head. So this is why I wish that the ponytail, so to speak, could come out separate. And also, the fact that her legs are so absurdly long makes it very strange. I'll say, at least this mode can stand up really well. That's actually a great shot, too. Let me pull back just a little. Nice. And I guess we can pull out her ears a little if we want. Give her a little more attitude, a little more catitude if we got it. And then, like I said, if you want to add effect parts, you can do that. I don't like adding the entire freaking swooshy thing, but actually it shows the entire freaking swooshy thing in use. So, I mean, we can do this technically. So, let's see. Oh, I'm pushing on her hair. I was like, what is happening over here? So, we can have that going on. Like so. I guess I can push these back in. Rotate. And like the visor that comes from the bigger combined mode doesn't have an effect here at all. I wonder if you could utilize the lightning. Let's see here. I guess technically if you wanted to, it's not going to stay on, but you could put it there. So, I mean, that's that's sort of a deal. The lack of, like, shoulder pads is what kind of hurts her, I think. I mean, we could try to finagle the exhaust pipes to become shoulder pads. I bet we could probably make it work if we really try. Okay, so which way is the arm currently facing? I think that just having it there makes a bigger difference, right? Right? All right, I like that. So, once again, I don't know the name of this thing. I could not find the name, even for the regular combined form, with all 5 of them. So, it is what it is. So, we're going to do that on the other video, obviously. But as I'm shooting this, little insider knowledge here, guys. I shot this one first. Yeah, that's right, I did. The only thing I can say is getting the boobs to stay in is the hardest part. But hold on, let me bring up the shot here. Let me reposition her head so it sort of makes sense for this. So yeah, there we go. So we get kind of this mode and that mode. I wish she had more deco for the forearms. Just that black is just too much. Got way too much happening. everything else is so colorful. It's kind of crazy. So you guys can see what's going on here. I like this one. It's really cool. It's just freaking hard to keep everything pegged together, and that's basically the moral of this particular story. So, guys, that's going to be it for this version of the combined form of the Magic Henshin series, The Little Girls, as they were. And there were some like fan-built ones where it's combined with other things that don't really exist. That, you know, they're just like CG renders. But I mean, if there's going to be more in this series, that would be awesome. Just like, don't hope and pray, and maybe they'll do something better. And also, as far as I can tell, they don't have any interaction with Nicey or the other version or other bots that Big Firebird build has. So I'm just trying to fix this because these should be kind of like this. Trying to get it out and around there. Yeah, like that. That's what it should be. More or less. So, but I'll catch you guys on the next one. Remember, as always, keep on nerding.